Darin Ruf is suing the Cincinnati Reds. In 2023, he was going after a foul ball on the first baseline. The ball was well out of reach, but what was in reach was the covered tarp, and it went right into his knee, lacerated his knee, tore his MCL, went on the 60-day IL, and never returned to play baseball. Now he's saying, well, this is the Reds' fault. I'm suing you for damages. Is he going to win?
For a second, I was like, he's suing them for copyright infringement. That is what's happening. I honestly have never thought about it in that way before, about what are the liability issues with a ballpark. Because say if Ellie is running for like a foul ball at Wrigley and he steps on a drain that is clearly in a hazardous spot, exposed or something, and he tears his ACL, I mean, we'd be up in arms.
That'd be a riot.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not quite sure where this legally falls.
Sure. The difference is we're talking about a hypothetical with Ellie De La Cruz, and this is Darin Ruf.
Oh, yeah, his case is dog shit. I mean, I know very little about the legality of this stuff, but I don't think he's going to get anywhere close to what he's talking about because the numbers speak for themselves.
Yeah, how much is he suing for?
I think it was in the millions, which is like, oh, homie.
That is so cute.
No.
Yeah, did you remember the other salaries you had?
Yeah,
Is it based on that? I don't know.
They are definitely not based on that. I think you threw it in the wrong aggregate.
Yeah.
Didn't work out because if you look at what he was doing before the injury, he was playing 11 games. He had a negative .2 WAR. Okay, sure. For Milwaukee, then he was with the Giants, played there for 9 games. Flat 0 WAR, so all right. 2022 with 2 teams, negative 1.7 WAR. That's not great. And think about it. He played in 2016. Then I'm assuming from 2016 to 2020 he was in Korea and Japan. And then 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023 as just a backup with not much to write home about.
I am very surprised by those numbers from the 21 season.
Yeah, I am too.
I was just looking at that, yeah.
Yeah, 117 games, 271, 385, 519 with an OPS of 904 with an OPS plus of 143.
That's a good season for old Darin Ruf.
Yeah. He wasn't roughing it out there.
God, maybe he was a true breakout at 34. He finally found it.
Yeah, 34 when your bat speed doesn't decrease.
Yeah.
But if he was putting together more of those seasons, it'd make a lot more sense for the asking price. I can't recall what the asking price was, but I remember hearing it and I was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, what is happening?
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably going to get paid out in cans of Skyline and jars of Montgomery Inn barbecue sauce.
Take it. Take it. Settle.
Is
Settle
that how
court.
these work? I'm suing everyone.
I'll settle out of court easily for one night with Rosie. And I get to drive Redzilla 3 times a year for 5 years. Deferred Redzilla car payments.
Or just drive it once into the river.
Thelma and Louise style.
With Gapper just holding his head. Like, this is how we're going to go, buddy. You and me forever. So I'm sitting there today. I'm 2 rows behind home, and I'm staring at the tarp, okay? It is covered. It is against the wall. It says Gorilla Glue. Like, you can't miss it.
Well, I think the problem with the advertisement is that those are typically on walls.
Sure.
And not on too many tarps, at least from my recollection. I didn't do a deep dive into who has advertisements on their tarps, but I don't remember a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, I did my tarp research before this, buddy. And I'll tell you what, I got the numbers right here to prove it.
Hey, you got your tarp research covered.
We'll be right back.
I'm fucking out, boys. That was the best I'm doing.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I didn't think about how optically that might be bothersome to players trying to read that when they're going for a fly ball, because you do see it every once in a while, a player just tumbles head over heels going for a ball by the tarp. But
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with Great American Ballpark, you might not process that as a tarp or anything there, because it does kind of blend into the wall.
And when you watch the clip, he clearly didn't know that was coming out. He definitely didn't see it. And whether that's because of Gorilla Glue or not, is, that's something else. But also the metal pipe was coming out of the end, and I don't know. I could see how it could be deemed a workplace hazard. But ultimately, I think it falls on the players to like know their surroundings.
Yeah, I mean, the ball was out of reach.
Yeah.
Even if that tarp wasn't there, he wasn't getting it.
Sure.
Yeah, and those needles were there beforehand. This is Cincinnati, baby. All right, look out when you're in left field.
Yeah. Gabbers just sitting there, making a shiv. He's just like, I'm gonna get you, Ruff. And like, whoa, he growls.
Yeah.
But dude, like even that. So the end of it is like covered. So it's like he went into it hard, right into the side of it. It's pretty funny. It's sponsored by Gorilla Glue, and then his knee came apart. But I just don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the legality of it. I just don't see him winning.
No, I think also too the theory is that you asked for a bunch and they scale it back.
Yeah.
So that's what I think it is, and this is something that I never thought about. These sorts of situations.
Yeah, I didn't either. I mean, is there precedent for this?
I mean, I'm sure there is, but it's probably something from 40 years ago. You
Sure.
know? Like, I can't think of anything recently.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like all those like old videos you'd see of from like the 70s or 80s of someone just running full force in the outfield through a wall because it's just built with like just basic like plywood or something. And I just don't even think that the thought of suing was really a thing. You know?
Yeah.
So
And if someone was going to do it, should have been Aaron Judge, 2 seasons ago when his foot went through the open gate and he fucked up his toe? That's a lawsuit.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about the best hitter in baseball.
Yeah.
And because someone didn't latch a gate, he misses 40 games. He was out for a while.
Yeah, he was.
wow.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't. Didn't come to mind.
Yeah. Because he didn't sue.
Yeah, because he has money.
Yeah.
He has a career. He isn't Darin Ruf.
Yeah, that's bad. We have to do like how'd your career go? It's like, well, now I'm trying to do a slip and fall scheme.
Yeah. I've been jumping in front of a lot of UPS trucks. Just really open for this lawsuit.
Now I'm bringing the MLBPA in on this grift. Yeah. Follow me. Yeah. Dude, when I heard this and I heard Darin Ruf was the one suing, I was like, oh, isn't that racist, homophobic, bigoted piece of shit? And I got Aubrey Huff and Darin Ruf mixed up.
That's easy. Yeah.
Yeah. But they do have, the one thing they do have in common, both were Giants.
Yeah. Maybe there's something there.
Yeah. Bigoted, racist, homophobic pieces of shit. Grift.
Yeah. The Giants are creating little men.
So yeah, I will be intrigued to see if this medium market squad and ownership is just gonna pay this guy.
I think that a undisclosed settlement is coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
It's like, here's some money. Can you stop with this?
Yeah. Here's a DIY Coney crate.
Oh.
From Skyline. There it is. It's a box of 48 wieners, 48 buns, a vat of Skyline chili.
That's what they do in like a parking garage. Like, sunglasses. Like, did you bring it? They exchange briefcases. Just a bunch of Coney crates.
Coney crates.
Here's the keys to the van.
It's a garbage bag full of chili. Just loose.
Just loose chili in a bag.
Slopping around. It's like, how am I supposed to tie this up? I don't know. You didn't read the paperwork when you signed it.
Yeah.
We said we could deliver to whatever we wanted.
Springs a leak, he slips, hurts the other knee.
It's the parking garage.
It's the parking garage, yeah.
Smells the bag. This chili's this is the Glade scented bag. Tastes like lavender and chili.
He has to do like the Coke test where he dips his pinky in Coke. This is pure.
That's pure. That's good shit right there.
That's a good stuff.
It's pure Skyline.
Hasn't been cut with Gold Star.
It hasn't been cut with mock turtle soup. Oh, fuck. Well, Darin Ruf, that's rough. So, yeah. I mean, I had to put it in somewhere.
Sure. Yeah.
If not, then I'm not doing my job as a co-host.
The audience was calling for it.
They were. I can see it now, Lord Duckworth pounding while brewing beers, listening to this. Like, just say it, Billy.
Do it.
We're all
Making me wait till the end.
You're just edging me here.
Yeah, you cucked me from it. It's rough when you're cucking me.
Super fun.
That was fun.